There was this question that was lingering in my mind for a while now, and it's why do some people seem to find work easily and they're just crowded with work. They cannot handle the amount of work that's being poured into them or being handed off to them, versus some other people are applying to a lot of jobs and they don't manage to even get interviews, or even if they do, they don't get approved. There's a lot of factors that take play into this. It's your age, your experience, is it the right moment, and all of those things. But I'm talking about the people that always have a lot of work and the unemployed people, should we call them. Those are the people who are simply excellent at what they do. They have found a thing at which they're really good at. It feels so natural to them. I heard about this idea when I was reading Almanac of Naval Ravikant, and it's this notion of people who are that good at something that work feels like play for them. It's something that interests you a lot, something that you can spend hours on, and it just feels like play. Why do a lot of people call themselves unemployed, although they earn a lot of money and they have work thrown at them? Well, it's because their job doesn't feel like a job. They just enjoy what they're doing. And you should seek to do the same. It's finding solutions that you're really good at solving and that people don't know how to solve. It's as simple as that. There was this idea in the same book that I mentioned earlier. If somebody wants to find sunken treasure at the bottom of the ocean and they don't want to risk not finding it, or they want to maximize their chance of finding it, they're going to hire the best deep sea diver, right? That's super specific for that instance. Same way as if you want to hire somebody to build you something, you want to hire the person that is best at doing that one thing. Now, how do these people keep landing work? How do they keep having work thrown at them? Well, it's a concept called referrals. It's you do a good job, the client is impressed, then they recommend you to another client, a friend of theirs, then they're also impressed, then they keep recommending you. And as long as you keep doing good work, as long as you keep delivering on results, you're going to keep getting recommended. Now, your role doesn't have to be a designer or an architect or an engineer. You can just be you. They can hire you just because you're so good at marketing. They don't want to hire a good marketer, they want to hire you. And that's what you should strive for. It's being hired because you are you and not because you are solid or cheap or have a fair price. No. Because at that point you play at your own rules. It's not the employer's rules, it's your rules. I don't want to work on weekends. I want to handle communication this way. I don't want to be available 24/7. I don't want you to call me at midnight. If you don't want to work, you don't have to. Because there are like 5 people lined up that want to work already. And that's the whole idea. The way people find this, the thing they're really good at, and they can get paid for, is usually by searching deep into their childhood and seeing what they were good at. I was always creative. I always like Legos. I always like building things out of something that already exists. So like combining existing parts into new creations. And that's what design is, right? So just dig deep and figure out not what your parents tell you to do, not what the hot new job is. Because you remember like 5 years ago, everybody was like, hey, go be a software engineer. And now it's one of the hardest jobs to get your foot into. You can't even get an interview because it's saturated and because AI can do it better than you. So find a combination of things that you as a person are exceptionally good at and invest all of your time into that. Don't invest any time in things that do not interest you. Don't get a diploma that doesn't interest you. Invest your time in the things that interest you because that's your life. You're going to live that for the next 40, 50, 60 years. And it should be fun. You don't want to work a 9-to-5 for 40 years and retire. Who wants a life like that?